Greetings fellow ukuleleans, Jeff Weinberger coming at you here with a new ukulele tutorial. Today I'd like to talk about a good old song called Heart of Gold by Neil Young. So it's fairly easy to play. It involves very simple chords. I did play a slightly more elaborate version of it, not too terribly elaborate, but I will show you all those tricks in the second half of this video. For now, let's just learn the chords and the form of the song and keep things fairly simple. Now we'll get fancy later. So what we're talking about is an E minor chord. We have a D chord. We have a C chord. And we have a G chord. That's it. It's a 4-chord tune. Neil Young tended to like to keep things simple, and certainly this is in keeping with that. It's a 4-chord song. So strumming wise, there's a whole bunch of things that we can do. But I think one strum that kind of reflects most closely what's going on the record without copying it exactly would be 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4 and a down, 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 up. So in slow motion, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 down. 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4 and a eighth, 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 2/16. And there you have it. That's about as simple as we would want to break the strum down to. Although you could, do just quarter notes. You could go. That'd be okay. There's a lot of different combinations of quarters and eighths, but I would stick with the first strum that I described to stay close to what it sounds like Neil Young is doing. So down, 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 up, down, 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 up. If you want to get a little more refined, hit the top strings, hit the G and C strings first on a down, and then hit maybe the C, E, and A strings next on a down. So the first two strums are on the top strings, and then the down, down, up is on the other strings. Neil Young does that a lot in his music. He uses a pick on his guitar and he picks the bass note, the lower sounding string of the chord first. And he does that kind of with a palm mute, which we'll talk about in future videos. And then strums the rest of the chord open. So to get that Neil Young sound, it would be sort of like... which sounds best actually on a steel string acoustic guitar, but alright. So in the intro of this song, we have E minor to D twice. Again. And there's little licks that he does on the guitar. Those we'll explore in the second half of this video. So here it is again. When the harp solo comes in after 2 times of that intro, that is E minor to C to D to G, like this. Second time, a third time. Now we just do the intro again. And he starts singing. I want to live, I want to give, a minor for a heart of gold. Third time. It's such a long, it's such a fun, keep me searching for heart of gold, and I'm getting old. So after the 3 times of E minor to C to D to G, Then we have where he holds out. This is the chorus part, by the way. Keeps me searching for a heart of gold. That part. That would be E minor. Keeps me searching for a G, heart of gold, C. And then if you want, there's this little lick. Or you can just do C. Just keep doing C there. Keeps me searching for heart of gold. And that's C, G, C, G. In case you don't want to do the just C to G. And that leads us into another harp solo. So the form of the tune is basically at this point going to be verse, chorus, harp solo, and then we do an outro. And the outro is going to be pretty simple. It's just E minor, then D and E minor, a lot like the intro, 3 times. If you want to do that lick. But if you don't, you can just strum on that part. You can use the strum that we had in the intro, which went with the lick or without the lick. And just kind of hold that little E minor chord there. Again, there will be a lot more detail in the second half of this video, and of course I'm going to provide a tab of it. I'm going to tab this out meticulously. We'll get into learning the song. So we were talking about the outro, and that was 3 times of E minor, D, E minor. So then they just do a repetition. The vocalists come in and do keep me searching for a heart of gold. And then again. Yeah, so the record basically ends on and that of course was E minor to G to C, and we end on a G chord. So that is a fairly easy tune. We're only talking about 4 chords, talking about a pretty basic strum. There is that one little strum before we wrap this up. I'd like to go back in the chorus. We had keep me searching for a heart of gold. Right there. That's 3 strums. Let's practice that together. On a C chord. Count is 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 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 Might even want to throw a chuck in the middle of that. Chuck on 2, which is a very normal place for a chuck to be. 1 and chuck and. 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 It's optional. If you want to throw that in, that's fine. But you don't have to. So altogether, this is a fairly easy tune. I will provide a song sheet. I'm sure there's a lot of song sheets out there, so I'll probably just link to a pre-existing one. And don't be worried if you see E minor 7 as the chord that they list as the main chord of the song rather than E minor. It is indeed what Neil Young plays on his guitar. But for ukulele purposes, I think E minor is better for us. Okay, ukulele people, hope you enjoyed that. Please subscribe. Be sure to like this video and click the notify bell. Visit my Patreon page for this and many other tabs. And I will catch you later. Bye-bye.